So welcome back everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video guys. I hope you are a good day. So this is the video about multi-easy, DB deployments in the Amazon RDS actually. So this is the video about what are the importance of multi-easy deployments, how you can achieve multi-easy deployment and the features of the multi-easy, how how you replicate data, what is the synchronous replication and asynchronous replication of the database. So these points we are going to discuss in this video. So this is going to be a very interesting topics. So we have to discuss over here. But before going to start this session, I would like to highlight one point here. So if you haven't subscribed this YouTube channel, please go and hit that subscribe button and also write down in the comment section whatever you want to hear from my end. I'll definitely try to cover the videos on those topics as well. So this is the video about the multi database deployments in the you know AWS. So this is how in general you can deploy your how you make systems available, how you make systems scalable using those features in the cloud industry. So before going to start this session, I would like to again want to mention over here over here. So please go and hit the subscribe button, guys, because this helped me to motivate to come up with the more the useful topics for all of us. So let's get started our new session. Uh, we have the document ready. In the cloud environment, actually, a multi-DB instance deployment for Amazon RDS is a technique of deploying DB systems in the more than one AZ actually. So AZ is nothing but availability zone, guys. So for the new folks who are watching this video, so sometimes I'll use the abbreviation just to go with the detailed documentation if you want it. So this is the brief architecture diagram of how the multi-AZ looks like. So first of all, we have the AWS region, whatever the region you are using. Let's see, you are working in the southeast one, or whatever the available regions are there, or Ohio region, whatever the region you are comfortable in. So this is the region actually. Inside that region, we have the availability zones. So availability zones is nothing but a data center actually. Uh, in this architecture diagram, we have two subnets actually. In first subnet, we have our primary DB instance. In second private subnet, we have our standby DB instance that makes the architecture multi-AZ, as we have two AZs. And then in another AZ, we have read replica only for read purpose. So this is the a simple overview of multi-AZ deployment architecture. So let's see what are the features and benefits of using the multi-AZ deployments. So this is pretty same as of our previous architecture diagram actually. So this is the synchronous physical replication. Keep in mind, a synchronous replication is the term where the both standby and the primary instance get the updates at the same time. So this is the synchronous replication, guys. Also, I'll cover the some of the basic or intermediate terms in the videos. So please watch this video till the end. You will find plenty of knowledge uh, by simply just watching these videos, guys. So have you have the multi-Z, a deployment in RDS for high availability, that automatically creates and maintain a synchronous standby replica for your DB instances in your different AZs, as we have already discussed within the same AWS region, is designed to improve, what are the features of the multi-AZ deployment that is for high availability. Let's see your primary DB instances goes down, then you can definitely switch your traffic to your standby instance, and then your standby instance will become your primary DB instance, and another uh, standby instance will be automatically spin up. So this is the high availability, guys. Fault tolerance, obviously, if your primary database goes down, then this can easily, tolerate this fault, this DB downtime actually. Disaster recovery, in some cases, if you find your data is lost, then you will have your data inside your, replica, replica or, standby instance. So you will be reliable on the databases that you are using for multi research. So these are the some basic features of multi-easy deployments, guys. So let's go deeper inside the multi-easy zones actually. An availability zone is a physically separated data centers within the AWS region actually. Uh, as we have discussed, so, these are the physical separated data centers within the AWS region actually. Whatever the regions you will have, you will find data centers, and that data centers is called a multi-AC. So this is the uh, important point to be understood, guys. We have an example, a Mumbai region, that is AP South, one. This is the region. Inside that region, we have AZ1, AZA, AZB, and AZC. These are the availability zones for Mumbai region actually, and this is in India actually. And a possible AZ failure, due to power outage. Let's say there is a no power supply to the data centers, or the AZ. Then this will make the AZ fails actually. Network failure, hardware issues, and natural disasters. So these are the few reasons of AZ failures. And we have already discussed this is how multi-easy works, guys. In the region, we have our availability zones. Inside their availability zones, we have our RDS instance and our standby instance actually. Whenever the client performs any read and write operation, first of all, the read and writes are going to uh, update it over the primary DB instance, and then the safe the synchronous replication will goes with the standby replica actually. With this, you can synchronously manage your updates. Asynchronous replication here is the term where your read replica gets an update back in after the later after a few times after the updates happens on the primary DB instance. So this is the asynchronous replication, guys. As we have already discussed these points also, and some of the key differences between standby instance and read replica. What are the let's briefly discuss about standby instance and replica. And the standby instance and the primary instance are not the same. Likewise, the standby instance and read replica is not the same actually. So we will discuss the difference over here. Purpose of standby instance is high availability and failures actually. Performance, the purpose of read replica is performance and scalability actually. Whenever you have the higher number of reads on your database, then the traffic will move to your read replica in order to perform reads only. Replication types in the standby instance, you will have synchronous replication, And in the read replica, you will have a synchronous replication. This is we have already discussed, guys. What is different between a synchronous replication and synchronous replication? In standby instance, the read queries are not allowed, but in you know primarily, the read replica is built for allowing read queries actually. So this is the main difference between write queries. You can write on standby instance, as this is pretty similar to your primary DB. And in in read replica, you do not have the the power to you do not have the function to simply write the queries inside your read replica. So this is the another difference, guys. Again, we have AZ region always in another AZ. It's the difference. Read replica can be in the same easy or in the cross region actually. You do not need to keep your read replica inside same regional, so you can keep the read replica apart from your primary region. Failure support, standby instance support automatic failure, but read replica need a manual intervention to support your failure strategy. Use cases of the standby instance is obviously disaster recovery. Read replica is used to load balancing and reporting purpose. Again, this is we have already discussed. Uh, then when multi-EC is enabled, when one primary DB instance, one standby instance, the standby instance is placed in another AC, data is replicated synchronously from primary to standby. Application connect only to primary endpoints actually. And if the primary DB fails, the AWS system will perform the failover. Standby becomes the new primary. The same endpoints remains active. So this is how the failover is handled in multi-easy. We have some of the key features of multi-easy deployments: high availability, automatic failover, asynchronous replication, and managed by AWS. So these are the few key features of multi-AGs. Let's see, what are the main components of multi-AG architectures. First of all, we need a primary DB instance. We have to discuss. Then you will need a standby instance. Then you will need a separate the synchronous replication mechanism. And so this is how a multi-easy works in any cloud providers. But the terms are quite different from these. But the working scenario, the working process will be in the operational process will be same for all the cloud service provider available in the market, whether you are learning the GCP or you are learning the AWS. All the the providers will work in these you know uh, we can say the processes. So we have already discussed some of the topics over here. Benefits of multi-easy, obviously high availability, data durability, automatic recovery, and minimal replication changes, improved reliability. So these are the some benefits of the multi-easy. Let's see what are the limitations of multi-easy if you are using the multi-easy deployment. So also we have the limitations of multi-easy if you are going with the multi-easy. Higher cost, definitely you are using the two data centers, and you have to maintain the two databases. You pay for standby resources as well, because these standby resources will also have the CPU, RAM, everything that instance need, the DB instance will also require. So this is the the limitation of using multi-easy, guys. Again, this is the multi-easy versus replica related, difference. So this is the supported databases for multi-easy, MySQL, Postgres, MyADB, Oracle SQS in RDS actually. Then we have a multi-easy DB cluster versus multi-easy DB instances. Traditionally, multi-easy DB instance is now multi-easy DB clusters. So this was the video about the multi-easy deployment in the Amazon RDS case. Hope this video is helpful to all the viewers out there. And if you are using the multi-easy deployments, you will receive the following benefits: high availability, automatic failover, better reliability, and reduced downtime. So these are the few most important features of using multi-easy. I hope you have watched this video till the end, and I hope this video is helpful to all the viewers out there. If you find these videos are helpful, so please go and hit that subscribe button. And I'll try to make another videos on these topics also. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Bye.